Hello. Today, this is going to be a real short video. My goal is to show the basic premise of this with a little bit of visual candy. The idea is to take your products that you advertise weekly, on sale or otherwise, to your customers and deliver them to your phone in a 3D scene. Some visual candy for the user. So for me, Russ's is my local weekly store. I get this mailed to me, even though this is online right here. I get this mailed to me weekly, and this is probably the only ad that I get mailed to me weekly that I check out because I see what's on sale for food. I can't afford to buy whatever food I want, but for whatever reason, I love to buy stuff that's on sale. I think many people do. So for our purposes, what I'm directly after is for today is the produce items. So if we look through here, they have price, description, and a picture. So this is already existing content. They're used to exporting this. They're used to publishing this, or I should say you. But a general grocery store is used to doing this. This is all the information that we're going to ask from your store for now. So how are we going to use this? We're going to consume this in some CSV imports, and I'll get to a couple steps further here. I didn't show the end to start. So basically in here we have item title and item ID, which is like your SKU, item description, item price, and then an image that goes with each one. For now we're just using the same image, but we can import different images obviously. Okay, this sheet is the asset sheet. It contains a number of things to drive here so that no matter what you want to do, you can drive all of this from CSV. There is also an editing system. I'll show that briefly here in just a second, but the idea is that you can automate this by your weekly export that you're already doing for your ads. You can convert that into a CSV format and then drive our system as well with really only a few additional changes or maybe more. But so in here what we have is we import a number of meshes and images and different things in order to make the 3D scene. It's quite a bit of stuff. It's not too much stuff, but it's quite a bit of stuff, and the idea is that you only want to do the edits on a regular basis that involve your products. So the assets is kind of more of these are the things you're going to use every week. They're the tables, they're the counters, they're the plumb meshes and that kind of thing. Week 1 is going to be the specifics that go to your product. So this is where your camera is going to flow. This is which products are on, what order they're in. There's a lot of information that goes into this, but it is in a spreadsheet. So I don't want to fake it, but there's a lot of flags here because what we're doing is we're using a row per item, and I'll show you here in a moment. It's things aren't always just one item in our editor. So let's go ahead and export these to CSV. There we go. So we'll go to here. We won't need this or this anymore. So here we go. We're in our editor environment. There's a lot of features in here, and you can definitely come in here and use this. The idea though is that on a regular basis that you don't have to put work into this. We don't know how many technical people and how many hours you have available for doing that. So for our purposes, here's what it looks like in our editor environment. We'll bring this up. It's got all the signs here. They'll look a little different once we get to running. But this is in here. We can do different things. So if we edit this, you'll notice that you can have frames in here. There's lots of details. You can move your positions as to where things go. And there's basically everything's a little part and a piece that comes from the CSV. So this is a block editor. It's a combination. There's obviously the various shapes in here. Let's get something a little funner. Here is well, these aren't the funnest, but this is, for example, just the floor. So it's just a plane. There's different shapes and things like that. So the meshes are maybe a little funner. Like here's a sweet potato. We have to zoom in on him, but there's a sweet potato mesh, and then he also has the texture with it, which is an image. It takes kind of 2 files to make this. So you see the material name. This is all stuff you can edit, but we don't expect you to. We provide the help with that, but we're also not hiding what is underneath the system. So now we have our 2 things imported. In order to see this operate, then we'll put it into a demo mode. And actually it's supposed to, we want to look at it this way. Let's do fit to window. There we go. So this is equivalent to, I guess, an iPhone X. So there's the Gala apples. You could put things in the basket with these buttons. So when we see the basket again here, it'll have some more stuff in it. So there's the tomatoes. Actually, we can do this and the basket will come around. So this is what it looks like on a phone, or it looks like on your laptop. There's the basket over here with some more stuff in it, you can see. So as you add items, that's basically all that this is it's these are your products, these are your weekly sales. You can product pick in here and possibly submit an order that you pick up at the store. But at the most basic premise, this is another representation of your weekly ads. It's meant to be put into a phone application that your users have installed on their phone, and the weekly sales come down to their phone and they get visually presented like this. You can control the position of where things are. You can control obviously the pricing, the products, the meshes. We will supply most of the meshes for you, but you can certainly create your own meshes. You can create your own layout, like this can match your store. It can look more real, it can look more fake. We can do all these things. They're time intensive. That's why this is a partnership. We'll help you get the meshes, help get you your systems in, help get this integrated to your existing data exports that you're using for your weekly ads. This was meant to keep short, so that's what I have. Thank you.